Thousands of protesters came onto the streets of Baghdad today in anger at the Israeli bombardment of the Gaza Strip. Similar demonstrations were observed in other parts of the country, multiple other cities across the country after hardline Shiite cleric Moqtada Sadr called for the protests. The demonstrations are symptomatic of Arab anger more broadly seen across the Arab world, even in countries which have attempted to thaw relations with Israel in recent years. Countries like Bahrain and the UAE have, under the Abraham Accords, tried to normalize diplomatic relations with Israel. As for Iraq, though, Iraq's diplomatic relations with Israel have never existed, and these clashes have only made matters worse, reflected by the number of demonstrators seen on the streets today. Technically, Iraq has been at war with Israel since 1948. Under Saddam, in 1967 and 1973, he sent Iraqi soldiers to fight Israel in the Arab-Israeli wars seen in those years. After the fall of Saddam in 2003, no Iraqi prime minister has attempted to renew or even begin diplomatic relations with Israel. So strongly anti-Israeli sentiment being perpetuated on the streets of the capital today at the ongoing bombardment in Gaza.
Now in other news, France